Mr. Knott.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think it defies common sense and logic that the talking point that the previous questioner keeps repeating, that regardless of where you come from, if you come here legally or illegally, you will lead to a robust economy. It doesn't matter if you're literate, doesn't matter if you're skilled, doesn't matter if you're a criminal, doesn't matter if you're a member of a cartel. There is just a carte blanche statement that if you come to this country from anywhere other than America, America will prosper. It's just such a reckless statement. It defies logic. It is not borne out in the statistics. So many people from around the world come here and live off of American charity. They live off of criminal livelihoods. They live off of fraud, as we've seen in Minnesota. This idea that every immigrant is a force multiplier, regardless of legal status, is a force multiplier for good is just an absolute farce. And Mr. Rogers, I also wanted to talk to you about this idea that the Biden administration was a responsible arbiter of legal immigration policy. From my understanding, from where I sit, they used the temporary protected status program to usher in huge amounts of unvetted people from all over the world. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And explain how they did that. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's not just temporary protected status. They abused scores of immigration laws. They abused the parole power. They stretched every statute they could way beyond breaking point to justify illegal entry of 10 to 20 million illegal immigrants.
And how many people were ushered in under the TPS program?
The TPS program, I believe, went up from 400,000 to 1.3 million, so about 1 million people, just under 1 million.
Mr. Williams, just off the cuff, do you believe that that was done responsibly?
Because this country has no comprehensive immigration reform, I do believe it was the only path to provide people with true work authorization in this country.
I'm asking, do you think that Joe Biden operated responsibly using TPS to usher in almost 1.3 million people into the country?
I'm saying the system is broken as it stands now, and I don't believe President Biden authored in anybody. We have people coming into this country with no pathway.
He did usher in people.
I don't think personally.
His administration did.
Fair.
Is that a fair use of the program? To bring in over 1 million people who are not vetted?
When there are over and approaching 20 million workers in this country that are coming to this country without any system to greet them at our borders and to come in legally, and the TPS program has been the one pathway for people to receive work authorization, I believe that the extension of TPS should be considered even further by this body.
You're avoiding the question. Is granting TPS to 1 million unvetted people responsible?
I do believe it is.
You believe it is?
I do.
Okay, well, that's a very irrational position that you take. Do you think that people who were brought in under that program cause harm to the country?
I do not, because they have work authorization.
Not one. You're speaking in very broad terms. You don't think one person who came in under Biden's immigration recklessness has harmed the country?
You asked, does the process of TPS cause harm? Do I have any understanding of one person? I don't think it's a fair question to ask.
No, I asked, did the Biden administration use TPS responsibly?
I believe TPS is the most responsible way for immigrants to this country to come and work in our country legally.
Did the Biden administration use the program responsibly? It's beyond any shadow of a doubt that he ushered in over 1 million people with no vetting.
I believe they did.
You believe they did?
I do.
Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Rogers, back to you. Please explain for the room how that program was abused under the Biden administration.
Well, first of all, they use pretextual justifications to grant TPS, for example, to Haiti and to Venezuela. They just use general poverty and difficult conditions in the country, which is never what TPS was designed for. And to the point about needing workers, we actually have work visas. We have the H-2 visa, which lets temporary workers enter the country lawfully. There is a process to bring those workers. We don't need TPS to do that. There's no reason for that.
Sure. And in terms of the abuses, again, we see this talking point echoed repeatedly, that vetting is thorough. Can you please dispel that notion as it was applied the last 4 years?
The vetting's impossible. As we've said, you can't. When an immigrant applies for a work visa or for an immigrant visa, they have to get a police certificate from their local police station in their home country. None of that happens under TPS.
Right.
If you look at the form, it's just a bunch of yes/no questions. Have you ever done X or Y? And they self-report.
Right. So basically what we've concluded, looking at Biden's administration administering of the TPS program, is that it fits within a broader narrative that there really should not be any restriction for any person who wants to come into the United States. Is that fair?
Yes.
I yield back.
Oh, I didn't hear him, sorry.